Looks like all the light beams need to hit that central structure. That must be the device Neocles mentioned. Reminds me of how I opened the door to Atlantis. Worked. First one down. Get the flowers growing in no time. Won't budge. Beautiful. That should do it. I'll tell Neoclis it's done. That doesn't seem good. What happened? I moved your light beams. It seemed to be working, but then...
The beams are aligned, yes, but the power isn't running.
What do you think the problem is?
None of this makes any sense. The light beams should expand across the gardens and present with enhanced photons.
There might be something wrong with your theory. I still don't see how this light is any better.
The sun! That's it! The power source must also be displaced, rendering this light no different than the sun. No wonder you're the Vigastis. That's brilliant!
So the next step is...
Go to the control room and make sure the power source isn't displaced.
And what exactly is this source?
An igneous matter consisting of Imperial... It's a rock. Just make sure there's a rock in the control room.
Fine. I'll go see if this rock is there. Looks like Neoclis was right. There is no rock here. Hey! Stop right there! Get back here! Oh, Malaka!
What's the Vicastis doing running around here?
I'm chasing down a thief. Looks like you're the one who took Neoclis' rock.
My name is Melita. I'm an environmental biologist, not a thief. Neoclis has no claim to a natural power source like this.
That rock must be worth a lot if you're trying to steal it.
You're the Vicastis and you have no idea what the power source is? Aren't you invested in the future of our resources?
It's easy. Put the rock in Neoclis' device, and we'll fix the flowers.
This isn't Neoclis' first attempt at population balancing. When the flowers were overpicked and the bees started dying, first he attempted to artificially pollinate the flowers. When he artificially pollinated the flowers, the soil degraded. When the soil...
I get the idea. But then, how would you fix the gardens?
I wouldn't. Nature has been healing itself for eons. Neocles needs to stop meddling.
Melita! You've always been obtuse about the project. No accountability for civilization's impact on the ecosystem.
Insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. When will you accept your hypothesis has failed?
Failed is inaccurate terminology. I simply adjusted my theory after experiencing unintended results.
Enough bickering, both of you!
You're right. I wanted to destroy the power source to end his project once and for all. But as the Dicastis, it should be your decision.
All right, give me the rock. I'll end this once and for all.
Are you mad? You've completely annihilated our chances at future sustainability!
Trust in yeah. Nature will heal itself if you allow it.
Thank you, Dicastis. This is the right direction to go in. We might not see improvements right away, but the gardens will heal themselves.
Staff has no choice but to face both immediate and future consequences for lifetimes. That takes responsibility.
I hear you, Olivia. You may think I'm crazy, but at least I'm accountable.
Access granted. Initiating Forge Protocol. Select preferred weapon configuration. Adaptation authorized.
Let's go. Yeah!
Imi, φόβον με προκαλείς.
Έλα. Έλα.
That must be Amphiris. Why so many guards?
Let her pass.
Amphiris, if this is how you treat humans, I can see why you need so many guards.
These aren't humans. They are animals. An animal should be in cages.
I'm sure everything you do isn't without reason. But if you didn't call them animals, you might get a better reaction.
A human did this to me while I slept. When they came to kill me, I survived. But they slaughtered my daughter like an animal. Humans don't act with logic or reason.
Good or bad, they are driven by a will to survive.
A trait we implanted to ensure efficiency. But that will become a kindled flame of insurrection. You led a rebellion yourself in Elysium. So I know you understand. If we don't act, the city will burn and many more lives will be lost.
I don't see an army marching on Poseidon.
This one said they plan to launch an attack. Someone needs to destroy the resistance before that happens.
That's not a small request. Despite what you think, all humans aren't a threat.
It is the only path I see. But you are the Dicastis. Only you can choose the correct course of action.
Killing people will just make the fire spread faster. Now, if we destroy their supplies and their weapons, they can't oppose the issue.
I admire your optimism. But I fear it would not be in...
Just leave it to me. I'll send a message they won't forget.
Very well. You'll find the traitorous humans at an abandoned farmstead. Return to me when the situation is resolved.
Don't come any closer!
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
ready to die!
With the leader's dead, the resistance is over.
Vicastis, I'm glad to see you return safely. I almost considered sending a regiment of my guard after you.
That would have been overkill.
You can never be too careful when dealing with violent humans. Come.
I killed the leaders. With them gone, their movement is dead.
A sound strategy. But I fear the problem exists.
I know you don't trust them, but the humans will never challenge the issue directly. You are like gods to them.
It is an illusion we have tried to nurture already. But it won't last. However...
That's one Archon helped. I hope they're not all this intense. An arena seems like a strange place to find an Archon.
Ah, the Castis! Thank the stars! I was beginning to lose all hope!
Atlas said you needed help.
You don't understand the responsibility on my shoulders. It's my job to concoct entertainment for the masses. But I fear the crowd have grown bored of my grand spectacles.
I've seen some good plays.
We need more than a simple play. If the audience leave my shows bored and restless, who knows what...
You think they'll become violent?
My purpose is to keep them preoccupied so they can't be violent.
If your shows have become boring...
The humans are primitive. Their tastes basic. They like life's...
So give the people what they want.
What they want, yes. Yes! I can hear the cheers now!
Sounds like a Pangration. I can definitely help with that.
Not exactly. But I was inspired by your efforts in Elise. I know you'll do an exemplary job entertaining the crowds as you did then. If we pull this off, we'll be the talk of the city!
It's worth a try.
Welcome one, welcome all to yet another miraculous show here in our beloved city. Tonight we have a very special guest. The Castis of Atlantis is here to entertain. Our talent comes from the vaults of Atlantis itself. How mighty the Castis overcome the power of the Atlantean god? Let's find out!
All right, Cassandra. Be entertaining. That's what he said. Definitely not a Pangration.
Our valiant hero's next challenge fast approaches. A champion bested by none in the city. No mercy, no guilt. Will this be too much for... The champion has been bested! Our mighty Vicastis is victorious and the crowd have spoken. But will she show mercy? Or will she spill the blood we want?
If you don't appease the crowd, I fear what Gaidiros will do. It was an honor to fight you, Dicastis.
You fought honorably.
A fitting end to a glorious life spent in service to you, the audience. Now, on to the grand finale! And here we are, the end of today's event. Next to face our Dicastis' judgment, the very scum that taints our city.
By the gods, what is this?
For the good of Atlantis, today bear witness to the guilty and condemned given one final chance at redemption. They will be honored to die at the hands of our guest.
Enough! I am not doing this!
Fear not, friends! We will make sure justice is delivered. What a show! What a show!
The people seemed entertained.
Why wouldn't they be? You put on a performance for the ages.
This won't help the relations between your people. The humans will see what's going on eventually.
I fear that if we stop things will just get worse. But you see things differently than all of us here.
Maybe their tastes aren't so primitive. Maybe they'll surprise you.
I wish I had your optimism. But only time will tell. Perhaps I'll even recruit a few humans to help me.
Just one more Archon to go. Maybe I should just do their jobs too.
your distance, Mistios.
They'll be on high alert here. Wonder what today will bring. Is Azais a physician and an Archon?
What have I missed? What must I do?
Azais? You have your hands full.
Vigastis, you're a welcome sight. The only one I've had in some time.
So many sick. I'm surprised that anything can spread in a place as advanced as this.
It's shocking. Nothing I have tried will cure the sick or stop the pathogen spreading. I've lost so many already.
Don't worry. We'll find a way to stop the sickness.
Well, there was a device being worked on by a scientist named Consus. Its intention was to rapidly heal injuries and eradicate...
Was?
His device is missing. Scientists here have tried to replicate it based on the schematics.
So it may not work.
That's not the biggest issue. Poseidon has outlawed the use of our technology on humans. I fear that if we don't act quickly, the pathogen will spread across...
If you think this healing device can help the sick, then I'll make...
The wisdom of an issue, but the compassion of a human. You were a good choice for Vigastis. You'll find...
I've brought the... glowing cloth you've asked for.
It's a nanotech matter regenerator, in fact. But you have it. I can't believe it. Now then, let's see what this thing can do.
Azais, what the fuck did you do?
I thought I had calibrated correctly. Oh no, what have I done? I killed this poor human. The device doesn't work, and you stole it against Poseidon's laws. What do we do now?
This device is your only chance of stopping the sickness.
Yes, you're right. Not trying will just mean more innocent lives are lost. I think if I'm...
Everyone seems to be looking much better. Well, almost everyone.
The device still needs work, but it has incredible potential. Poseidon won't be happy that we broke his law, but I'm glad you were the one to do it and not me. In any case, I'm eternally grateful for your help. Thank you.
Διαθείου δύναμε κοινήν, έφρυξα. Πού την ως σπουδαιοτέρου μετέρχεσαι. Πάτε, φοβούμαι σε.
the murderer!
Murderer? I didn't do it!
Want to tell me what that was all about?
No. I'll be fine. The Castis! You can make this all go away! My name is Lyra, and you're... you! You've helped so many people. You're amazing and wonderful and powerful.
Thank you. That's nice.
You deserve all the praise and more.
They called you a murderer. You don't seem the type, but as the Castis, I have to be sure.
They're sure I'm responsible for what happened to that poor family. They said it's like the other murders, but I couldn't live with myself, I swear. Please, please clear my...
Where were you when the family...
If it happened last night like they said, I was here trying to sleep. Although lately it's been restless, filled with strange dreams. It's all...
Were you alone?
Well, yes. I've been so tired lately, I decided to stay in.
You said something about other murders.
This was the third time. I just don't understand why they blame me. I don't have the stomach to do that.
I'll find out what really happened. Just point...
Just down the road. Not too far.
If I were you, I'd hide until I return.
Oh, good idea. Thank you. You truly are a...
Maybe someone around here saw what happened last night.
Is this about what happened last night?
How do you know?
It's all everyone's talking about. And if the Dihastis is...
If you saw or heard any...
I saw it from the distance. Heard it too.
You saw a wolf?
Beast is more like it.
I'll be careful.
Ah, the great Vigasti.
I'm looking into the attack that happened nearby last night.
Ah, of course. I thought that was meant to be handled already.
You mean the mob harassing that woman?
I've said enough.
I understand your hesitation, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. I'll make sure who...
You've already met the guilty one.
Lyra? You agree with the mob?
Of course I do. I'm the one who told them it was her.
It was dark. How do you know it was her?
I know what I saw.
These footprints track the blood out of the house. Whoever murdered them left this way. These aren't stab wounds. They're claw marks. This bloodied cloth doesn't match the mother or daughter's robes. It must have come off the murderer. I should return to Lyra and let her know what I found.
Well, did you find out what happened?
The evidence I found was conflicting.
Tell me.
2 people saw what happened. One woman heard a wolf howling. But a man said he saw you, covered in blood and leaving the family's house.
He's lying!
Or mistaken. It was dark, so it could have been anyone. There's more.
Then by what?
It almost looked like cloth. And then there was this piece of cloth. It didn't match the clothes of anyone there.
That's mine! How did it get there? Someone wants me to look like I was responsible. Tell me the truth, Di Castis.
Whether it was a wolf or something else...
Of course it wasn't, but why would someone make it seem like I'm the murderer?
We'll figure that out together. After I kill the beast.
You're going to kill it?
What other choice is there? Do you want...
No, of course not. I've just always hated the killing of animals.
If I don't kill it now, it will kill...
I have a friend who can keep me safe while you end this.
I need to find the beast and kill it before it grows bloodthirsty again. This is no ordinary wolf. Malaka, Lira.
It was me! What am I?
I've seen this before. A Minotaur, Cyclops, a Goron. All were humans possessed by powerful issue devices. The only way I could stop them was by killing them. But you're able to change back. Somehow you're different.
I don't remember coming here. Or why?
If I had to guess, that side of you knew it was caught. Maybe it thought coming out here was the only choice it had.
That side of me. I've had dreams lately of being in a bright room, tied down, pain throughout my body. But now, I think that all really happened. I did kill them then. I don't remember it, but it was me, wasn't it? If you knew you would harm people again, and you could never control yourself, never stop, would you?
Would I what?
Jump?
If I lost control of myself, I knew I'd never get it back. I'm not sure what I'd do.
I thought so. This is the only way. If I'm to die, I want to be the one to decide when that happens.
You don't need to do this.
The choice was made for me. I can't go on after what I've done, and what I'd likely do again. Thank you for everything.
Done to her wasn't her fault.
Issue technology can and will change whoever isn't strong enough to command it. That explains your own aggression, Layla.
I'm still me. I'm not as weak as you think I am.
If you have questions for me, ask.
My questions are answered. Thank you.
Digastis, welcome back. I'm glad you could be.
Why are the Archons in chains?
I invited my dear siblings here for one.
It looks like an execution to me.
Every experience in life should be a lesson, including death. You've been to the underworld, so I know you understand what these fools do not.
You asked me to help the Archons.
Their problems only existed because they couldn't perform the...
You're going to murder your brothers? For what?
For order, for peace, for Atlantis.
For Atlas, you mean?
I am the rightful heir to Atlantis. I should be the Digastis. I cannot defy Poseidon's will, but these fools don't deserve their power. I'll be a better Archon in their stead.
Killing your brothers is a waste. Teach them to learn from their mistakes, and they'll do whatever you say. They can't do that if they're dead.
I watched you help my brothers. You always found solutions that tried to preserve life. Some of my kind view humans as a resource to be sacrificed. If we want them to progress, we must be an example.
We all look up to someone. I think they look up to you.
Wise, Digastis. I respect your decision. For the moment.
So what now?
If you're going to one day rule the city, Cassandra, you're going to have to learn a very important lesson.
That's what I get for helping you? A lecture?
Just some words of advice. Nothing in Atlantis is what it seems at face value. This city is old, and those that call it home are even older. You have helped me, Digastis, and for that, you have my thanks.
This isn't over, Atlas.
On the contrary, I'm done here.
These devices are incredible. I almost feel like I can hear them speaking to me.
Access granted. Initiating Forge Protocol. Select preferred weapon configuration. Customization complete.
Now that I have the Isu device forged, we need to move quickly. You distract Atlas while I sneak...
More sneaking.
After Poseidon outlawed human experiments, Atlas confiscated a device and kept it. That device...
I've seen what these Isu devices can do.
The science is sound. And I've even found evidence of tests being done on humans that looked promising.
Last I checked, he seemed pretty power-hungry. I don't think he wants...
Behind every great man is a great woman.
I'm not sure a good Vicastis goes behind the back of an Atlantean Archon.
I've been preparing for this my entire life. Don't worry. Just keep up.
I don't think we have anything in common.
Atlas is a jealous lover, and he's already threatened by your role as the Castis. Why not play to that advantage?
Great. This will do wonders for our relationship.
Everyone knows it's lonely at the top, the Castis. Let's go. I've studied this science extensively. Once I impart Isu DNA into my body, I should be able to use the device without side effects.
It's the should that worries me.
Remember, whatever you do, don't reveal my political plans to Atlas.
Could trick Atlas into thinking you and I are closer than we are.
Are we not close? What's there to trick?
You know what I mean.
Yes. Making Atlas envious would certainly be a good distraction.
Elpis, what are you doing here? With her, no less.
The Vicastis and I were just taking a stroll, and I remembered I left a book on Atlantean cyclical history here. She'd like to borrow it. Do you mind if I fetch it?
No. Do you need me to help you look for it?
No. You two stay here. I'm sure you have much to discuss.
Elpis wouldn't have anything to do with why you were sneaking around the adamant Metallon, would she?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure by now Elpis has told you about the nature of our relationship. She's hardly as discreet as I'd like her to be. What business do you have with her?
What? Is Elpis not allowed to have friends?
Of course she can have friends. But I suspect there's more going on here.
You have nothing to worry about, Atlas. I have no schemes against you.
Maybe you don't play games, but Elpis lives for them. I can tell when she's up to something.
Don't talk about Elpis that way. She's not manipulative. She's passionate.
So you do care for her then?
You don't talk about Elpis like you love her.
And you're not speaking of her as if you're merely her casual acquaintance.
The truth is, Elpis and I are in love.
What? What? What have you done?
I'm not weak anymore, Atlas. I can rule Atlantis at your side.
This is your doing. You're trying to revolt against the Isu with hybrids.
No!
What did you do?
I didn't mean to. He was going to kill you.
It seems my brother finally got his due.
I killed Atlas. It wasn't my...
You hoped to rule by his side to ease the conflict between humans and Isu.
He wasn't as supportive of my dreams as I would have hoped.
I support you. You can assume his role as you see fit. I will handle Poseidon and my brothers.
Thank you, Azais.
You can't be more corrupt than Atlas. And Atlantis can't fear progress if it hopes to pass this cycle.
Atlantean politics are even more dramatic than in the Greek world. What will you do now?
I'm not the first Atlantean ruler to take power by force. If the Isu can do it, still. I didn't want to start.
Bring the good you've always dreamed of to your reign.
I will, Dicastis. Thank you for your help.
Elpis will make a better ruler than Atlas. She certainly can't do any worse. Looks so peaceful from up here. I know, Icarus. I'm tired too. I've met so many people. Harkons, kings, and now Isu. They're all the same. If I were ruler, things would be much, much different. What's that, Icarus? A speech from your new ruler? You! Bring me the biggest bed in Atlantis! You? We're almost done, Cassandra.
I'm too small to carry a bed, but if I brought you a pillow, could you help me?
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the Dicastis' speech.
It was more of a fantasy, really. Call me Cassandra.
I thought it was wonderful,
Just...
Alcon. You're even more special than all the bedtime stories.
What's wrong?
My parents are missing. They left for their assignments, but they never came home. But then I remembered the story of you helping a lost girl in the underworld, who found her parents in Elysium. So I came to you.
A child without his parents? Not on my watch.
Oh, thank you, Dicastis.
You said your parents never came home. If you could tell me where they're assigned and what their name...
Mata's name is Rene. She's assigned to the harbor. Pater is called Damadis, and he's assigned to the Adamant Quarry.
You're very brave. Now, go home where it's safe. I'll go talk to the harbor master and whoever is in charge of the quarry.